is a ranking all guns in Apex Legends. This is a voiceover, so it may not be perfect, but it goes D, C, B, A, and S tier. I'll also be ranking care package guns on what order I'll pick them up. But first, we got Mozambique, garbage, don't pick it up, D tier. Next, we have Eva 8, D tier. I hate this gun, but if it's golden, it goes in C tier. It's just so inconsistent. Then we have the Mastiff. That's A. It's at the bottom of A tier. I don't like to use shotguns very much, but if you are going to, it's a great choice. But anyway, on to the care package guns. At the bottom, all these are S tier, obviously. But at the bottom, we have the Kraber. I don't like to use it very much unless it's like mid-game. But in endgame, it's not very useful. Then we have the Peacekeeper. I'll take this whenever I find it, if there's something I feel like should be taken. It's just a great gun for close range, especially if you have like a Spitfire with a 3x on it. It's a great loadout. You should try it sometime. But anyway, Devotion, my favorite gun in the game. It has a good skin on it too. Yeah, it's just my favorite gun in the game for how consistent it is. Yeah, that's really it. Yeah, just look at the skin. Anyway, onto our energy guns. We have the Havoc. S tier, my second favorite gun in the game. It's just so consistent. I would not recommend having it as your primary. It'll clutch up for you. So you're going to want to have something like an R99, switch to your Havoc as your secondary. But anyway, you have the All-Star. It's at the bottom of S tier, like at the very bottom. I don't see why people don't like this gun. It's really underrated. I'll take it, but the Havoc is better. And that's, well, the All-Star you can use as your primary if you wanted to. Anyway, that was on to the sniper section now. For the first sniper, we have Triple Take. It is S tier. Can be used as a shotgun, but if you are going to use it at long range, you're going to want a choke on it. Now, it's just super underrated, I feel like. I also have a nice skin on it, so that is good. Longbow, D tier, trash, absolutely trash. I will not take a golden one, unless it's the only gun I have. But it's just terrible. Anyway, we have Charge Rifle next. Another D tier gun. Most of the time you'll be hitting 3 damage, which is why you'll never see me use it. It's basically 3 damage. It's just so bad. Anyway, Sentinel, my favorite sniper that's not in the care package. A tier. It just isn't S tier because it doesn't do like 80 damage. If it did like 80 to 90 damage, it'd go in S tier. Anyway, on to our heavy guns. We have the Prowler. Oh wait, no we don't. We have the Wingman. Sorry. D tier, trash. You'll never see me using it. However, it is the only gun I will take in D tier over anything else in D tier. Next up, we have the Prowler. S tier. It is super good on what it does, especially if you have it in full auto. If you don't, burst is fine for early game. But yeah. Anyway, next we have our Hemlock. I'd have to put it in A tier. If you have it in single and have like a 1 to 2 times on it, it works really well. I like the 1 to 2 times on it because you can use the burst at long ranges. Yeah, it's just really good. Waiting. We have our Spitfire next, S tier. If you have a 3 times on it, it can be good, I guess, although the R301 is still better at mid-ranges. Well, I do like the 3 times on the Spitfire. I was just using it today. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, really great gun. It also has the highest damage per mag in this game at 990 without any headshots. If you hit one headshot, it goes over 1,000. But next is the Flatline. Have to put in an A tier. It's a really good gun in early game and in mid game. However, I don't think you'll see me using it very often. And I don't really use heavy guns that often unless it's like a Prowler or something. Because it's just so hard to control the recoil. It goes from side to side. But anyway, what is this one called? RE45 is next. C tier. It's good early game, but after that, you're not going to want to use it. Like, at all. It won't stand a chance against purple armor, and it doesn't have that much of a chance against blue unless you hit all your shots. Which is why I don't like it. Next we have P20. Without hammer points, it is D tier. With hammer points, it's at the very bottom of A tier. Because with hammer points, it's pretty good. You have like an R9 with as your primary, then you switch over to the P20 once you've broken their shield. It works great. But anyway, on to the R301. S tier, it's great at all ranges, except now that they took out the anvil receiver, it doesn't really work at long range. It used to, but now it really doesn't. Anyway, we have our R99 next. S tier, great SMG. You'll see me use it pretty much every game. Really consistent. But anyway, alternators next. A tier, it is a super good SMG, and if you have a ton of great attachments on it, you can use it in endgame if you really wanted to, although I don't recommend it. In early game and mid game, you can use it as your primary, then switch over to something like the Havoc as your secondary. It's really good like that. Anyway, our last gun is the G7. It goes in A tier if you have a 3 times on it, like an extended mag in a barrel. It's super annoying to fight against. Although I don't recommend using double tap at longer ranges. It doesn't really work. Actually, no, I meant the 2 to 4 times on it. That way you can use it at closer ranges and at mid range. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed. And also, I've been seeing you really like the ASMR and Zone Wars videos. I will do more of those. If we can hit 10 subscribers, I'll make a 1-hour Zone Wars video. If we hit 100 subscribers, I'll make a 1-hour ASMR, any game you guys want. Yes, the entirety of the hour will be narrated by ASMR. So get us there.